Welcome to another edition of the franchise industry's most watched video. Hey.
Yay.
This week we'll be talking about Bo Knows.
Yeah.
Why, Cassie?
Sports ball.
Sports ball coming up on the 8th. Welcome back.
All right.
We'll get to sports ball in a little bit.
Yeah.
But first, the news.
Fantastic. Okay, so there is a new report out there highlighting some of the benefits that come with brands that are utilizing voice technology. We've talked about this a little bit before, but there are a lot of ways that brands can be leveraging this in order to be winning across their systems, whether it's driving product purchases, heightening customer loyalty, shifting spending behaviors. It's just a different platform that people are going to be using more and more, especially as things like Alexa come more into play.
There was this time that I was in a client's apartment. That sounds awkward already. I go in the apartment and I go, he goes, I got Alexa. This is right when he got it.
Yeah.
He's out on the porch with some other folks that work here. So on the porch, I was like, I got to do it. I go, Alexa, set the alarm for 4 a.m.
No.
And then I didn't change it. So then he was kind of pissed off about it. But he's a Cardinals fan, so I bought him a Cardinals hat to make up for it.
At least you made up for it.
So I'm at my neighbor's house in the winter, and I'm telling the story about what I did at my client's house. I said, Alexa, set the alarm for 4 a.m. In his house, it goes, alarm set for 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So
You got to be careful with it.
be careful with the future of technology. You know what else I noticed, Cassie? Sorry to go off.
Go for it.
For people who are right-handed, I put the logo on the wrong side. Like, it's hard to drink with your left hand if you're right-handed, right?
Cheers.
Cheers. Sorry.
I have to order some more so we have both.
There's big things coming.
There are big things coming.
Yes, there are. Right, Emily?
Right on.
Right on, says Emily. All right, go ahead.
All right, our Fran Liberty this week is Alex Bingham, who is president and CEO of The Little Gym. So he was first introduced to the brand, which I think is a cool story. As a toddler, he was enrolled in their first location, went on to work for their corporate team, became president and CEO. So we spoke with him as we're wrapping up our Franchise Development Leaders series this week. And just talking about how he loves being a part of something, 400 units or helping people realize their dreams. So it's a cool story. Check it out.
12, 14, what year? 2005, so almost 14 years ago. The first franchise brands I worked on were Batteries Plus, Little Gym,
Really?
and Beef O'Brady's.
Nice.
And 2 of them work with us now.
That's a nice fun fact.
Okay. So Little Gym, come on
Come
over.
on, Alex.
Let's go for the 3-peat.
Oh man, all right, Fresh Money. So Snapchat, which I think is interesting, if you are still on the app, is going to be partnering with Amazon.
If
So
you are still on the app.
yeah, little shade.
Or in Cassie's words, RIP.
RIP, yeah.
LOL.
I do say a lot of acronyms like that.
You know who else does that?
Who?
We'll get back to this in a second. Literally, it was full out chuckle, and in between chuckles, she said LOL.
Okay, at least I don't do that.
This is obvious. We can hear you.
I did that.
She's like, LOL.
That's great.
Just needed to add some extras in there.
Some punctuation to your
Yeah.
laughter.
LOL.
Nice. All right, so LOL, those that are still on Snapchat, you have the opportunity. They're rolling out this partnership with Amazon where you can purchase kind of through the app's camera. So you can just kind of capture a barcode or a product and then it'll link you right to Amazon.
What is the last technological advancement that one of these things that you've actually participated in outside of social media?
Outside of social?
Yeah.
None.
Right. You don't go, Alexa, I want Papa John's.
Papa John's.
No. Not
Nobody does.
Emily's like, but maybe.
Does that? But right? Like all these companies are spending all this money trying to add.
integrate it.
Yeah, but is anybody using it?
No, but I feel like the first one that does catch on, it's going to be huge.
GPS? Is that it?
GPS, and I guess Alexa, I'll do it through Amazon, but it's all linked. Like if I'm like,
XM
Alexa,
radio?
order more, whatever.
But XM radio is nothing.
Yeah.
GPS, I guess, would be considered. You let us know. Philippe, I'm sure you'll let us know. What is the technology that's actually changing your game. I mean, Grubhub's nothing new. Steve Biegelman created, it's funny, I've actually said this to Steve Biegelman, who's a franchise consultant. He created Grubhub like years ago. It was called Takeout Taxi, where basically he went around and this is the first franchise that he had.
I've actually ordered from Takeout Taxi.
He sold it.
Steve.
He went
How did
and
I
pulled
not
all
know?
these menus from restaurants, and then you would be able to order,
Yeah.
and they would bring you restaurant food. So if Steve actually understood technology, if Steve was one of the people that was on the forefront of it, I mean, Steve would be Grubhub right now.
That's crazy.
We'd be calling Steve Biegelman Grubhub.
That's nuts.
I'm just saying that you look at some of these good for Snapchat trying to figure this out.
Yeah, we'll
But
see.
is that the truth, or are people saying I do things the way that I do things, which is when Snapchat had its best climb was when they didn't overcomplicate things.
Right.
Go back to same with Twitter.
Yeah.
Go back to the beginning.
All right.
I'm off my soapbox.
We're moving into the next rant then.
Go for it.
So this week you write about story about the janitor that put the man on the moon. Just kind of
that was a good
highlighting.
story.
It is. I had never heard that.
Wait, you want to hear another side to that?
Yeah.
Forget about putting me on the moon. Emily and I were walking around an astronaut this week, and we didn't know it.
Really?
How many people can say that they were in the presence of an astronaut? And
Where?
it was the first black astronaut. Isn't that
Really?
crazy?
That's
and
like
he was in our
legit.
presence, and then Lauren, who also works at a company,
Yeah.
didn't inform us that.
She told us too late, though.
Too late?
Uh,
Do you know how much I would have paid anything to take a picture with an astronaut?
Yeah, that's cool.
And how many people do you know that's gone into space?
0 people.
Right. So now back to
You know, you're-
the janitor at NASA.
Yeah, back to this rant. I think it's a cool lesson. Just everyone in a company, regardless of their role, as long as there's buy-in across the board, you can.
Yeah.
There's not much.
Kennedy goes up to him. He goes, "What do you do?" And he said, "No, we're putting a man on the moon." Didn't matter what position it was. So leaders think about that. Try to create an organization where the lowest person on the totem pole all the way to the highest is engaged and mission critical. Read the column.
It's a good one.
All right.
All right, branching forward. So if McDonald's wants to continue branching forward, they're going to need to start being nicer to their chickens. So there's a report. I like this story. So there's a report that they received a warning from one of their prominent shareholders saying that they needed to adopt like more humane practices for their chicken. It shows that like ethics are going to actually, people are paying attention to it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But there are giant billboards with cows saying "Eat more chicken,"
Chick-fil-A.
and that brand does like 5 times McDonald's in volume.
Yeah.
So be mean to your chickens. It's gonna.
Oh, sad. I mean,
Well, you're
like I
gonna
care.
eat it anyway.
I'm still going to
Are
eat
you
it.
vegan?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No. Sorry,
No,
Michael.
I'm not vegan.
Sorry, Mike. Sorry.
I know. It's like, yeah. All right. Moving
Right,
on.
Emily? You don't care. Do you care if they
I
mean
just
to the
can't,
chickens?
like, I don't like thinking about it.
Let me
I think
explain
it's
something
good
to
to
you.
install practices of just being nice to nature in general.
Oh yeah, because right before they give you that chicken nugget, they slice off their head and put it into some pile of meat and give it to you. No matter what, it's inhumane,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Right, you're gonna chop off the head and eat a chicken.
Yeah, but there are like better ways to do it than others. I don't know.
I
I
don't
know
know.
nothing about killing animals.
You know what? Point for Michael here.
Yeah.
Maybe there is some truth to the whole world should just go vegan. Maybe we'd just be nicer.
I don't want to do that though.
I know, but that's because you're trained to eat things that,
Yeah.
right? I mean, chicken nuggets.
I mean, did you like your vegan month?
Does it look, well, I was going to say, did it look like I'm vegan now? No, I hated
That's
it.
what I'm saying. You
hated
did not
the
like
month of
your
vegan.
vegan month.
But it's because I've been trained. It's what we were just talking about technology. My body or my mind or my mindset, it's already conditioned that I like burgers.
Right.
Considered inhumane, and it's only going to get worse. I mean,
Right.
what is considered politically correct is, I mean, we're at super sensitivity world right now.
Yeah.
Maybe vegan is the future. I still say I would if I were to start a franchise today that was in the food space, I'd figure out a way to start something that is vegan and allergy friendly. That's what I'd do.
All right.
Sorry, I've been talking. Emily, anything you want to add? No.
No, we're good.
All right.
All right. Fair and funny. So I have a sports ball.
Here goes.
Emily's like, oh boy, okay.
No, the clap just
Why did
sound out.
Why did the football coach shake the vending machine? You can get this. I believe in you.
Why did the football coach shake the vending machine?
The pressure.
I honestly don't know. Like, he wanted to get the change out of it.
You're
I don't
so
know.
close.
He wanted to get.
To move the change.
Think about a position in
He wanted to
football.
move
Like
the
the
We
change.
most-
wanted his quarterback.
Yeah. Yay. She nailed it.
I nailed it. Or he wanted his Nickelback if he was a Nickelback fan.
And it got better.
There is a position called Nickelback.
No, there's
No,
not.
there's not.
Yes, there is.
No, there's
Look it up.
not.
No, there is not.
Yeah,
There's not.
No.
the nickel.
It's just a really great band.
It's just really good.
Comedy
Oh,
Central
man.
should create a show that is called The Punchline, where you tell the joke and then like contestants have to go beep,
Say
beep,
the-
like
oh,
beep
that's
in,
actually
right?
good.
That's funny.
There you
Yeah.
go, Comedy Central. You're welcome.
All right. For inspiration. So we are going to do a little preview of an interview that is going to be coming out over the course of
I
next
knows
month.
what this is.
You do know is what this is.
Play the tape.
Yep.
My motivation in life was always to be the best at no matter what I did. If I had goals to be the dumbest person in class, I wasn't going to let nobody take that goal away from me. But luckily I didn't. My biggest fear in life is failure. And everybody's biggest fear should be that, from the standpoint that the only way the world is going to continue to rotate is somebody got to be successful at something.
Yeah.
And I want to be a part of that group.
So October 1st,
Yes.
our Bo Jackson issue comes out. There'll be a long form interview at the end of this, so you can enjoy the whole 45-minute interview. I'd say that somewhat sarcastically because people don't enjoy 45-minute interviews on video. However, there's very few scenarios where you're able to sit down with someone like a Bo Jackson and do a long form interview. Howard Stern obviously has it. Some podcasters do it. But we dove into the personal side of him as an entrepreneur, which ultimately led into his business success. And what fascinated me really most about Bo Jackson was that he really wasn't into sports. So you're talking about the greatest, arguably the
Wow.
greatest athlete of our lifetimes, didn't love sports. That's not what he was passionate about. So we're going to release some of this throughout the month on our way to constantly trying to bring you some bigger interviews and relate them back to business. So take a look.
All right. We have a friend this week.
Great.
So our friends over at Franchise Business Review, they're currently conducting their Best Franchisees to Work For survey. So it's open to any professionals or employees that work within the franchising space. The results are going to come out later this year, but if you check out this newsletter when it comes out on Friday, you can learn more about the survey there if you're interested in filling it out.
Click the links. There's a lot of good stuff out there.
Yeah.
Hey world, that's the franchising news you need to know. We'll talk to you in a week.
Bye.
See ya.